Alright guys, what's going on? Hello. Today we're doing a kind of movement guide suggested by somebody in the comments. We're doing a keyboard and mouse cam, as you can see. And yeah, we're gonna be, I guess, just showing you guys how to do movement and stuff in Ironsight and how to hopefully not die as much with movement. There's not very, Ironsight doesn't have too much technical things with their movement like something like Apex Legends does, and you'll notice that pretty quick. However, there are some weird things that you can do. One of the things that you can do is when you're in a gunfight, kind of just jump, because what happens when you jump is your character does like a kind of a crouching thing, and it kind of in a sense messes up your hitbox, right? It's not going to be exactly right because your character is like crunching himself up. So there's one thing you can do. Another thing that is pretty insane is this like movement jump. As you can see, the stamina still goes down, but you kind of are just sliding, and if you hit some things you could just slide off of them because of it. And the best way to do this is to bind your mouse wheel down to jump. As you can see, I'm jumping when I do that. So I have it to down. You can have it to up if you want. It's personal preference. I prefer down. And then so what happens is when you do your mouse wheel, you want to hold shift, which is a sprint, W, and then jump, and kind of like bee hopping. You want to jump and press, move the mouse to the direction that you're pointing it to. So if I'm pressing D to go right, I move my mouse to the right, and then moving it left, do it left. It's not as good as normal bunny hopping, but if you get it right, you just have to time the mouse jumps basically to get them pretty far on there. And you'll notice that your stamina still does go down, but what the best part of this is you could cover pretty long distances but only making one noise at a time. Like, you'll only make one landing noise, which people have to be paying very close attention to hear that. So that is one of the biggest things. That's the bunny hopping thing that you see me do a ton, like that, just holding one thing and then going forward. And again, it's just all about timing it right, and the best way to do that is to move this down, is to bind it to the mouse wheel, because when you're scrolling down, you can scroll down 3 times and it'll register it once, right? But if you do 3 times here, it'll still register it, but it's not as smooth and it's not as easy to do the spacebar 3 times as fast as the one scroll wheel, right? So that's kind of the basics of Ironsight movement, jumping and the bunny hopping type of thing, where you kind of just go left and right, just time it right, and like I said, you'll make less noise because you'll just make one impact noise and that'll be it. So yeah, I mean, there's not much else to Ironsight movement. Left and right shakes, of course, left and right shakes are good. You do have to have double time in your middle slot perk. That is the main thing. If you have double time, you can do a bunch of this. You can move around, kind of just jump, crouch. If someone's going for your head and you crouch, they're probably going to miss 1 or 2 shots before they recorrect, and then those 1 or 2 shots you can go ahead and hit them. My main advice aiming wise as well when you're doing all this is kind of just aim for the lower, like upperish chest, like around here where this robot is holding the gun. Aim around where the robot's holding the gun, because what can happen is if they crouch, they're gonna crouch and they're gonna put their head right on your crosshairs, right? So yeah, movement wise, there's not too much movement tech in Ironsight. Something like Apex has way more with sliding. They removed the sliding in this test feature, but yeah, as you can see, if you just land it right, you won't make any extra noise other than just landing, and that is pretty much what you want. You do have to watch your stamina though, because once you run out, if you try it, you literally will just walk and then go because your stamina is recharging. But yeah, that's about it. It's all about moving your A and D keys pretty well, so get used to that. Moving A and D, moving up, back, forward, jumping, It's pretty easy to do. I wish there was a thing that could shoot you so that, you know, you can try to move around, but I would just do this for a few warm-ups, you know, kind of move. I don't know if you guys can see my fingers, but just kind of moving them in a circle, hitting all of your movement keys in a circle, which if you're on a thumbstick, you'd just be like wiggling your thumbstick on controller. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I don't know what else there is to say. It just kind of comes down to practice and doing the thing, you know. Again, the biggest tip though is definitely the mouse wheel scroll down or up, whichever you prefer for your jump. I love that this game allows you to do 2 bindings, and then one of them is spacebar and the other one is this, just depending on what you want to do. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be about it. I will let you guys go, and yeah, I'll see if there's anything else that's new. Yeah, I'll try to let you guys know. One last thing I just thought of is the snaking, which is very common in Modern Warfare 2, which involves crouching and then getting back up pretty fast. The biggest tip for this is when you hit crouch, or when you hit prone, hit your crouching key instead of your spacebar. If you do your spacebar, it takes a while. As you can see, spacebar taking a little bit longer. But if you do crouch, if you hold crouch, it kind of does it for you. So just kind of hold crouch, you know, go prone, hold crouch, prone, hold crouch, prone, hold crouch, and then you'll be good. And again, it just is easier doing things on like a hold than a tap. See, I'm holding spacebar, nothing's happening because nothing happens. You have to tap the spacebar to jump. Jump is on the tap, not a hold. Where crouch can be on a hold. The second you start getting up, let go of crouch and you'll be a-okay. I've been using this a lot lately just because it seems to work a lot more in NA with the weird sketchy pings going on. But yeah, that's also one of the biggest movement things. Very annoying and very impossible to counter, especially on high ping. So pretty nuts. But that's about it, guys. I can't really think of anything else, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Yeah, peace.